that midweek pick me up. It's your hump day holla. Ha ha. It's the place where you can get all the tools that you need in order to succeed. What am I going to speak to you all about today? Well, I have a question and or a statement, and it goes, what you got? What you got? Because we've all been blessed with certain abilities and talents, certain physical attributes. But the question is, what are you doing with what you got? Okay, to be more grammatically correct, what are you doing with what you have? And with all my broadcasts, I just hope and I pray that the eyes of your understanding be enlightened. You need to share this video. You need to tag those that you love and forward it to people because sharing really and truly is caring. So we're going to talk about again today what you got or what do you have. Okay. All right. So what you got? What you got? As you can see on the screen, the first thing what you all have and most of us have is something called eyes. And eyes, we're blessed with eyes not to judge others, but to have a vision and to look beyond situations. To look beyond whatever we're being dealt in life. To look beyond this crisis, this global pandemic known as corona or coronavirus, the COVID-19. And that's why we have eyes. I'm reminded of something that Helen Keller once said. She said, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight, but no vision. But having sight, but no vision. All right, so use your eyes to not judge people. Don't be like, look at her. Like, girl, did you hear about what he did? He said, and no, don't look for something. Because when you look for something, guess what? You're going to find it. You're going to find it. In relationships, I tell people all the time, look, you have to have trust. Because if you look for something, you're going to find it, even if there's nothing there. Okay, so don't use your eyes to judge. Don't use your eyes to look for something and manifest things, because what you look at is what's going to come to you. Yes, indeed, that's what's going to come to you. What else are we blessed? We're blessed with a mouth. We're blessed with a mouth. I tell people all the time, be sure to taste your words before you spit them out. Be sure to taste your words before you spit them out. For most of us, or for most of you, if you ran like your mouth, you'd be in hella shape. You'd be in phenomenal shape. You'd be able to compete in the Olympics. But that's not what's happening. Instead of running your actual physical bodies, your entire body, you're running your mouths. You're criticizing. You're spewing venomous words and lies and deceit and gossip. And that's not what the mouth is intended to do. That's not the purpose of a mouth. It's not to criticize. Your mouth is there to speak the truth in love. You can truly tell a lot about a person, not by what they say about themselves, but what they say about others. I once read that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So whatever's on the inside is ultimately going to come out. So use your mouth for good. What else do you have? What you got? What you got? You got ears. And ears are the avenue to the heart, as the great Voltaire once said. They're the avenue to the heart. They really and truly are. They're the avenue to the heart. And our ears are not to scrutinize, but to listen and to hear. Listen and to hear. People say all the time, I hear you. Yeah, I want you to hear me, but are you listening? Are you listening? I know even myself, sometimes I'm guilty of it. It's like, my wife, she'll be saying, and, depending on my mood at the moment, and I'm being transparent, it'd be like straight Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. But I think that we all have to get better and should get better at listening. Because see, a listening ear, okay, is a sign of an open heart. So listen. We've all been blessed with 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen more and talk less. All right, so listen. And last thing about what you got or what do you have? We have hands. And our hands are not to punish. Our hands are not to punch or bring harm to people, but to lend a helping hand. That's what we have our hands for. That's what we have our hands for. We got 2 hands. Most of us have 2 hands. One to help yourself and one to help others. We have 2 hands to clap. We have 2 hands to applaud, to cheer. and genuinely be happy for other people's success. We have two hands to pray. We have two hands to worship. We all have two hands, not to punish or to bring harm, but to lend a helping hand. And when I think about lending a helping hand, I'm reminded of something that Nelson Mandela once said. He said, it is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it. It's in your hands. It's not in 45's hand. It's not in Trump's hands. It's not in the politicians. It's in your hands. It's in my hands. It's in our hands to create a better world for not just the 1%, not just the, people that are, rich and endowed and doing well, but it's in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it. The reality, guys, is, I reside in the United States of America. And, unless you are a Native American in this great country, we all came in on somebody's ship. Everybody came on somebody's ship. And they were different ships. But the reality right now, on April the 15th, 2020, is that we're all in the same boat. Doesn't matter what ship you came on in. We're all in the same boat. So use what you got for the betterment of mankind. All right, I want to thank you for your time. I want to leave you my contact information before I conclude this brief broadcast. If you want to call and or text me, you can, let's see, my phone number is 320-2UPLIFT, 320-287-5438. Call and or text me. You can check out my website, inspirationstation2.com. Check me out on Instagram. Follow me, Anthony Henderson, 2, daily inspirational quotes and or words and or videos. You're gonna love it. LinkedIn, Anthony Henderson. Facebook, Anthony Henderson. Inspiration Station. I'm there. All right. So again, I'm Anthony Henderson, speaker extraordinaire. I hope you got some out of today's brief broadcast. I'm Linda D's firstborn son. Reminding you that life is God's gift to you, and what you do with that life is your gift to God. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and don't forget about what you got. Ha ha!